Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. My name is Kelby Benedict. I'm the principal here at Wellington Middle School, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all here today. This truly is a historic event so that we can finally break ground on the new middle high school here in Wellington, Colorado. We appreciate everyone's flexibility and patience as we changed dates and venues over the last couple weeks. Some of you even ended up at the site today, so I'm glad that you made it. We're so glad that Mother Nature decided to take a pause for us today, and we have a little bit of sunshine and some blue sky to be able to celebrate this monumentous event. I want to thank you all for attending, especially many of our distinguished guests in the audience. As I name the following groups, I would ask that any representatives please stand so we may recognize you. I know a lot of you are standing, so if you just give us a little wave, that would be great. Today we have representatives of the Poudre School District Board of Education. The Town of Wellington Mayor and Board of Trustees. Representatives of the Wellington Area Chamber of Commerce. Wellington Middle School staff and students. Representatives from RB plus B. And Adolph and Peterson Construction. There are so many others here with us today as well that have paved the way for where we are at, including former PSD leaders that began their legacy out here at Wellington Middle School or even Wellington High School. So if you are here, would you please wave your hand? Another key figure that we would like to recognize today is Mr. Curtis Bridges, who sold Poudre School District the land on which the new school will be built. Mr. Bridges sowed the seeds that grew into an exciting opportunity that is now before us. To that end, the new school's media center will stand as a testament to his late wife, Mrs. Catherine Bridges. Thank you, Curtis. Today is a long time in the making. The town of Wellington will soon have a new high school once again, carrying on traditions and building new ones for the time to come. And the generations that are before us, sitting in the front few rows, are going to get to build those and carry those traditions on. Even though the weather has prohibited us from being on the actual site of the new school, we actually have the opportunity to host this ceremony in front of the arch that stood at the original high school here in Wellington. This arch was one of two that was saved when the school was demolished in 1993. The last class to walk the halls of Wellington High School was 1964. Before you have students that are going to get to graduate and walk the halls, and sixth graders that will represent the class of 2026. With that, I would now like to welcome to the stage one of the individuals who's made it even a possibility to dream of the next graduating class from a high school in Wellington, Poudre School District Superintendent Dr. Sandra Smizer.
Well, it's my pleasure to be able to be part of the ceremony today. I will say that on the way here, I drove past the site. They are moving some dirt around, and it's really a muddy mess. So I'm glad we're not over there trying to make this happen. I want to thank everyone who has played a part in getting us to this point. When I first found out that we were not going to be able to be at the site, I was a little disappointed, imagining us standing there, imagining the school. But I have to say that in so many ways, for me and for you, I hope, this is better. This is the history that we bring forward now into the future. That is so exciting, to take a cherished past and make it an unbelievable, crazy, futuristic future, knowing that someday people will stand in front of that school and talk about today. Talk about this school time, this time when a new school was built to replace the old. And if you've seen the pictures and the drawings of the new school, it is clearly not an old-fashioned school. It is a school that will carry our children forward into their futures. And that's part of what makes it so special to have our forebears here with us today. Because the community of Wellington and the heart and the support for the school system is part of Wellington, and it's part of who we are. And so because of that, we carry the past forward with us into the future. And we know that it'll change, but we know the heart won't change. I'm just taking a wild guess their mascot's going to be Wellies. I'm not sure, but probably. So we're excited about this day as we mark some time and move forward. And I hope that when those doors open, you will all come back and take a tour and watch how education is the same and how it is different. So thanks to everyone who helped make this possible, just not for today, but for the future. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Dr. Smizer, for your vision and support of our Wellington community. Today we have students with us who have been selected by their teachers to represent the first freshman class of the high school and the classes who will follow in their footsteps. Could I please have those students join me up here on stage? At this time, I would like to introduce you to Elise Jeffries. Elise will be one of the students in the class of 2026 who will attend all 4 years of high school in Wellington. Elise? Sorry, we had a little miscommunication. We're taking care of something.
Hello, my name is Elyse Jeffrey. I'm a sixth grader at Wellington Middle School. First, I'd like to say thank you to our community and the citizens who voted to build this new school. This is such an exciting time for the town of Wellington to be getting our new own high school again. I am honored to be a part of this groundbreaking ceremony and to be a part of the first group of students to attend this new high school all 4 years and graduate from here. I was asked to talk about how I become inspired by my education. As I ponder this question, what comes to my mind is how my teachers and my environment inspire me and encourage me to want to learn and use our schools as a space for creative outlet. This is how we discover what our talents are. Our teachers are asked to inspire each and every one of us so we will want to learn and do well in school. They help provide us with proper tools to be the future presidents, scientists, and business owners. They encourage us to have goals, and when we reach those goals, to set new goals. I have wonderful teachers right now who inspire me to grow in my education in so many ways. Miss Davis, my advisory teacher, inspires me to be kind to my classmates and grow my social skills. Now I have made a lot of friends. When Mr. Jackson teaches in my social studies class, he uses excitement to teach us about money and investment, and he makes it fun. Miss Orslow, my English teacher, encourages me to be a creative writer and think outside the box. I have so many other teachers that so many different ways. I can tell that these teachers love their jobs and they want to be a part of this community, and they want to inspire each and every one of us so we can learn what is being taught and surpass our goals. This is how I am inspired every day in my education. Thank you again for the opportunity to share what inspires me and allow me to be a part of this groundbreaking ceremony. I am really excited for this new school and cannot wait to enter this beautiful building and call it my home away from home.
Thank you, Elise. This building was designed and will be built with Elise's ideals and learning in mind. It will further the innovative learning opportunities for students while also preparing them to be post-secondary ready and workforce ready. With the dirt currently being moved as we speak, we will be able to open the doors to this new educational facility in the fall of 2022. With the addition of this 1,500 student facility that will serve these 6th through 12th graders and those below them, we will have the opportunity to build a true feeder system that will be able to educate students from preschool through high school graduation. These students around me and the many more that they represent will have a learning environment that will empower them to become empathetic change agents of tomorrow. Students, I am excited to make this journey alongside each and every one of you as we build out the middle and high school of your dreams. Thank you for your work, passion, and desire to be lifelong learners. You may return to your seats. I would now like to take this opportunity to welcome PSD Board of Education Directors Christoph Fev and Carolyn Reed, whose district includes our new school, to say a few words.
Hello, Wellington, and by the way, Carolyn is going to stay in her seat as she struggles with an ankle surgery, so don't be too surprised. So it is a true honor to be with you here today to celebrate the groundbreaking of this new 612 school in your community. Let me start by saying that for those of us who graduated from Poudre High School in these last 55 years, this event is actually a little bittersweet. Several years ago, when first seeing Dr. Smizer's long-range plan that showed the possibility of building a high school in Wellington and pulling Wellington kids out of our Poudre High School, my reaction was essentially, no way, not while I'm on the school board. And frankly, I've seen that same reaction out of many people in the northern part of Fort Collins. For 50 years, 55 years to be precise, Wellington kids have been a part of the Poudre High School family. For 50 years, the heart and soul of the Poudre community has included those special traits that Wellington families bring to our schools. We all grew up with that little bit of Wellington toughness and resilience that kids from out here bring to everything they do, be it academic, in sports, or just everything kids do together. I still remember going to Mr. PHS a few years ago when my youngest was a senior, and half the videos showed kids on tractors or haystacks. This made it just plain hard to let go. But of course, with a bit of reflection, I came around. Much like watching your siblings leave the home, the northern part of our town and Poudre High School community and all of Fort Collins is now happily participating in building a school back in the heart of Wellington. And let me also say that the Poudre School District Board has felt the sense of community here in Wellington. You've been engaged in so many ways in making this happen. You've been at meetings, you've sent emails, and a couple of years ago in a blizzard worse than today, Wellington folks came out in force when the Board of Education came out here for outreach. Many of you still remember that. So today, it is with great pride and great honor that I stand with you to represent all of PSD and our entire school board and senior administration to celebrate what we hope will be a central part of your community and your economy for many, many years to come. We are here to launch the construction of a new community building, a school, and something that will be here to educate Wellington kids for many years. On behalf of PSD and the school board, thank you for sharing your kids and your community these past 55 years with the rest of our schools. Thank you for sharing your vision of the future, and congratulations for launching something so vital and so deserving of this community.
Hello, everybody. I'm Carolyn Reed. Many of you know me as a longtime resident of Wellington. I grew up here. I even attended the junior high here when it was housed in the old Wellington High School. So I have deep roots here. I have deep roots here, and I love Wellington. And I'm really proud to be celebrating not only with the school board, the Board of Education, and our staff, but I'm proud to be celebrating with the community of Wellington and all of the people here who worked so hard to make this day happen. I know that over the past 4 years as we started the planning of the new school, and especially over the last 2 years as we struggled to get to this day, there were a lot of people that worked very hard to make sure that we got here. And I want to thank the town council, like I said, the staff, and I'm so proud of this community. And as Sandra said, we can build a big school, we can build all kinds of schools out here, but the thing that makes Wellington so special is the heart of our community. I'm glad to be a part of that community. Thank you.
Thank you, Directors Fev and Reed, for the vision that was set years ago and one that the community has eagerly been anticipating. I'd like now to welcome up to the stage the Mayor of Wellington, Troy Hammond. I'm really quite envious of the sweater that he's wearing, and I'm going to have to figure out where he got it, because I'm going to have to get one too.
Not everybody's qualified to have one of these. Okay, you gotta go to school in Wellington. Okay, they try to do. We've had a lot of good speakers up here, especially the principal. It's really good. Hard to follow this act, so I'm going to try to do my best. Good afternoon. I'm Troy Hammond, Town Mayor of Wellington. It's my honor to have this opportunity to address you this truly monumental occasion. We're all here today to witness and celebrate a groundbreaking ceremony and kick off the construction of a new high school, middle school for our town. A few people I'd like to recognize. First, I'd like to thank the Poudre School District, Curtis and Kathy Bridges, for their commitment to and the selection of a strategic site for our new school. I'd like to thank Carolyn Reed. I'd like to thank for advocating for our school district. I'd like to thank Chad Zadina with Tabby Road for helping to advance the ballot for the project. I'd like to also thank Cody Bird, our town planner, and Brendan Woods with the PSD team for a great process so far with the annexation and establishing a working relationship that's going to pay off. We're off to a great start. I'd like to thank you guys for selecting an excellent team to build your school, Adolphson and Peterson. It's an excellent team. They are the best in this state and have a long, successful history of building types of projects like this. I am 100% confident that they will deliver an outstanding state-of-the-art building and a good project on time. 2021. Is that right? Better get after it. All right. I can only think of a few examples that impact a small town on a level such as a new school. It is a milestone event that will enrich the lives of thousands of kids and their families. It will spur residential and commercial growth. It will prompt the hosting of events that will bring attention to our community. The benefits of a new school cannot be easily measured at this time. Instead, the student body and the town will witness and live this experience together and collect the memories and accolades and talk about them for years to come. The event, as you know, is particularly close to me because I grew up here in Wellington. I went to Icestone. I graduated from Wellington Junior High under Ed Rice, our principal. I attended Poudre High School in Fort Collins. As a kid, I had some of the best days of my life were here at Wellington Junior High. Kids from Wellington, Colorado have been going to Poudre School since 1964, almost 60 years, 55 to be correct. I rode the bus to school in the morning, and I rode it back home at night. It was an hour each way, 2 hours a day times 5. That's 10 hours a week on the bus. Most kids left in the morning before their parents went to work, and they got back tired. It's hard to get a lot of things done. Imagine what a kid can do with 10 extra hours a day. And I don't mean sleeping in, and I don't mean watching TV. With this new school, most kids are going to be 10 to 15 minutes away. That's a big plus, and I'm glad to see that. That's a big deal. It wears on people over years. Of course, having a high school close to home means a lot more than just cutting down to transportation. A school helps identify a small town. It adds events and excitement. It creates a student body and a community that unites behind a common interest. It establishes a home field and a home field team. It has a mascot. I don't know. Maybe the Wellington Ferrets. Probably not. But the little Jasper's fast and he's mean. Okay? As you can imagine, I'm excited for our kids in the town and all that will come of this major stepping stone in history. I am extremely fortunate to be able to stand on this soapbox today and tell you all about our new school. Our kids are our biggest asset to our future. They have all the heart, character, integrity, and desire to hit the high marks. This new school will help them do just that. Now, as a mayor, sometimes I get some added privilege and I take liberties, and that just comes with the job. I'd like to recognize one little student here that's going to graduate with the new high school and call her up here to say a few extra words if she has them ready to go. Leslie, are you available? Come on up here and say a few things. Thank you all very much. Don't be afraid. Come on up here. Just say something real quick. Tell them what you think.
Hi, I'm Leslie Mcdonald. I am a 6th grader at Wellington Middle School. And I am just so blessed for everyone who came out today and who supported it. And I'm just so happy that everyone is here today and we can support this.
Come on.
And, you know, for that, I think for Mayor Troy putting me on the spot, I think that deserves a pizza party. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you all very much. I'll talk to Ed about that pizza party.
You know, I think Mayor Hammond might need to attend a couple of our science classes and learn about the circle of life and how the eagle is a predatory animal. And a ferret belongs on the tail wing of a Frontier plane, which little note to that, Frontier did just name the ferret on their tail Wellington. So, we'll let that go. Thank you, Troy, for coming up and representing our community and the support of our students. We truly appreciate it. Now's the moment we've all been waiting for, okay? Parents, feel free, don't be shy, take photos. But I would like to take this moment now to do the groundbreaking ceremony. We have some dirt and shovels up here. We're going to be taking some pictures in a very organized fashion. So if I could please have the Wellington Middle School students to come up. We're going to take our picture first. Once again, thank you so much for attending today, your continued support, and I so look forward to the partnership in the years to come as we build this school for our students that are before us and that they represent, that are currently in their classrooms nice and warm. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.